afternoon.
You still feel sick? Huh? You feeling sick? Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you this day? Just a minute. I see one person on the live. Good afternoon. Hi. How are you? Who is that? Suzette. How are you? I'm just reaching home. I left church and I left church while altar call going on. But I had to make a stop before I get home. So I'm just reaching home and I'm trying to finish up dinner. And a word at church dropped into my spirit. And I want to speak to those that will be here, those who is watching and those that will be here later. I want to speak to you. So is that the funeral over? I'm not making any juice today, no. I'm just doing some vegetables and chatting. Because guess what happened? I wanted to make guava juice. But somehow I didn't realize that I didn't have ginger nor lime. So because I don't have ginger or lime, I am unable to proceed in making the guava juice. And I'm so annoyed at myself for not ensuring that I had my ingredients before. I'm cooking, guys. I'm cooking rice and peas and chicken and the pork. So I'm checking on my rice. Let me turn the camera. Yeah, so over there we have chicken, and that's the rice and peas and the pork simmering down. So that's what's happening in the background. Oh, okay, Susan, so you're home now? I'm trying to get this phone up so I can read your messages on the other phone. What happened?
Somebody said hi, pretty lady.
Yeah, Susan, my little, because I wasn't running, I had to be reading it from the other phone.
Oh, so is it all of them?
Hmm? So far, yes. So far. Yes, sorry for the distraction. So I was saying to you guys that I went to church today. Did you go to church? Everyone who go to church, whether you're joining me now or later, just type an amen in the chat if you were at church. And if you went to church and something reaches your heart, then that is good. So today I went to church. It was beautiful. We had a good time at church. Now our associate pastor was the preacher for the day. And from all that she preached, one thing stood out with me. And that thing is, come from among them, be ye separated. Come from among them and be, yes, I'm home. The church is close to where I live, walking distance. Okay, Susan. Susan, you didn't live in the scheme? You live in Longville Park? You don't live in Longville Park? Why did I think you live in Longville Park? But then again, church is in Longville Park, so maybe. Right, so I was saying that the thing that drops into my spirit in church today, from what the pastor preached, because you cannot go to church, and the same way you go to church is the same way you come home. You don't get nothing. There must be something that you gain from going to church, because remember, I know we're going back to work, and some of us are not able to go back to church during the week. So there must be a word that you digest, and every now and then you chew on it and you ponder on it, and it helps you to guide you throughout the week. And like I said, the word that drops into my spirit is, come from among them and be ye separated. You know, sometime in life, we want to be a part of the crowd. We want to be a part of the group. We want to be a part of the hype, even when we doesn't fit in. Even when we know we're not fitting into what is happening, we still fight and want to be a part of it. Some of the things that we want to be a part of, it is against our morals and values. It is against the way how we grew up. You understand? It's against our standard of living. But because we don't want to leave a particular crowd, a particular group, a particular type of hype, the money or the fame or the whatever we get from whatever is happening, because we don't want to leave all of that. We stick to it and we stick it out. And sometimes sticking it out, it costs us, you know. And we know that it is costing us, but we suffer in silence, because publicly we want it to be known that I am a part of this thing. Even though it's hurting you, even though it's causing you pain, even though you're not comfortable, but when you're out there in the streets, in the crowd, in the world, we want to let everybody to feel like, yeah, I'm happy with what is happening, while quietly inside we are dying. Is it really worth it though to be in a situation that you're uncomfortable with just because of fame, money, to say somebody saying that you are part of a hype group? Is it because, you see, for me, and I say it and I will continue to say it, I grew up with my grandfather, and he taught me some life lessons. And growing up as a young girl, I thought that a lot of the things that he was saying, he was putting me under bondage, he was stressing me out, he was abusing me, he was Oh, Red Crown housing scheme. Okay. Yeah, he was abusing me and he didn't want me to be happy. Yeah, the rest of children will be going here and there, and other people will be going to the dance and the parties and the beach and the clubs, and I could not go because of the strict standard of my household. But now that I'm a grown woman, I've come to realize that those are lessons and values that my grandfather taught me. That is taking me through life now to the point where I stay by myself. I am not a part of no group, and you cannot be doing something wrong and call on Trisha and say, Trisha, what you agree? No, Trisha don't agree. And Trisha don't care to be in your group. Trisha don't care to be in your crowd. It's okay for me to be in my small corner and you stay in yours. Right, it's okay. Stop trying to fit in spaces where you don't fit. Alright, think of it like this. You wear a size 12 shoes. And yes, we all know that size 12 is a oversized shoes. It's very, very large. It's a big shoes. And it takes a big foot to fit into a size 12 shoes. But because you don't want anyone to know that you have a big foot, what you do is you go to the store and buy a size 9 shoes. And for some unknown reason, you peer down your foot and you stuck your foot into that size 9 shoes. And you can only imagine the pain that you endure. Why you endure this pain? Because you are thinking about the crowd. You are thinking about the hype. You are saying to yourself that people with big foot don't look good. It don't look neat. It don't look this way. People go and talk about you and say your foot big and all of that. But isn't it best for you to wear your size and be comfortable? Because I mean, wearing a size that is not yours. It's not just the pain, you know. When I look on some of the feet, the toes become deformed because the way how the foot curl up to go into the shoes. The foot now start taking the shape of how we curl the foot to put it into the shoes. We start growing corns or bunions or whatever you call it. And the toes, and then becomes deformed. Why? Because you're trying to fit the foot into a shoe that is not its size. And even though the foot is crying for help, even though the foot is crying for please relieve me, stop cage me, stop put me in prison, release me and give me a little freedom. No, you tell the foot you're going to have to bear this pain until I get back home. Because I'm not going out on the road with those big foot and let nobody point and laugh at me and say, oh, my foot big so. But you need to understand that God made everyone and they make them different, and everyone is precious in His sight. So whatever values and morals you get, whatever values and morals you were taught, whatever norms you grow up into your family with, stick to it. You cannot go out there and see somebody, you see a group of persons, yes, they might rich, they might have money, they might be doing this and doing that. And they are bullying people, and you choose to join that crowd. You don't want to be the one to stand out and say, no, bullying is wrong, do not do that. You understand? You join the crowd because what? You don't want to fall in the same situation like the prey. But as I said before, going to church today. It's not the first I heard it. I didn't just learn it. But right, tight shoes can give you poor circulation for true. Cut off the circulation, no, the blood was supposed to flow freely, not. And it's the same thing Sue said, when your China group who is talking contrary to what you believe in, and you join them and try fit in, then cut off the circulation, then cut off your spiritual circulation, then cut off your physical, mental, and every alley circulation in your body, in your mind. You feel stressed because you know that the things that they are doing is wrong, but because of trying to fit in into situation, into places that you're not supposed to be, you push your foot and cut off your circulation. So I'm encouraging everyone to know your place, know your standard, know your values, and live according to the will of God. And even if you are not a Christian, it's always good to live good, right? Live good, live with standards, live with good standards, because you don't want to be led astray by the wrong groups and the wrong crowd. You understand? So you live with standard. Guys, look at this. It's cabbage and carrot, and it is lettuce and cucumber, and I'm going to be having some mixed veg. I'm not showing the name, but it's mixed veg. I'm not doing advertisements, so I can't show the name, right? Right. So, like I said, come from among them. And I thank the Lord for lay minister Christy, who spoke this word into my life. Because even at work, a lot of things goes on in the work area. And in church, at work, there's always a crew. There is always a crew, whether church, work, or any form of organization. So this is sweet corn, guys. And we're gonna have this with our rice and peas, with a piece of chicken and some pork on the side with our juice. The juice I wanted to make, I couldn't make because I don't have lime and ginger. Yes. So like I was saying, I bless the Lord for the minister Christy, who makes herself available to bring the word to us and to allow the Lord to use her so that she could drop a word into my spirit. So I know going to work tomorrow morning, I know there is this group, that group, and the other group. I don't have to join a group. I don't have to join a group. You don't have to join a group. You don't have to try to fit in. Sometimes fitting in doesn't work. Sometimes you need to stand out like a big finger. Yeah, man. Be ye separated. Come from among them. Stand out like a big finger. Do what is right. Once you do what is right, trust and believe things will go smooth. I thank you guys for coming, and I hope something that I said today reach someone, right? If you are in a situation where you realize that your crowd is the wrong crowd and you don't fit into the crowd and you're getting yourself into trouble because you're trying to fit in and you know what they're doing is wrong, and you have to be stifling your conscience so that you can fit in. You have to be agreeing with stuff that you know is wrong so that you can fit in. This evening, this afternoon, I come to tell you, don't try to fit in. Try to stand out. Try to be a big finger. And like I said, And my final thought, come from among them. Be ye separated. Come from among them. Be ye separated. No, I can't do it on the phone. No, I can't do no message. Suzette. Right. Come from among them, be ye separated. Suzette, this is my ministry. This is my online ministry. I can do this and I can do it well. I'm not shy doing it here, but to stand in front of a crowd at church, that's something else, girl. I can do that. But guys, as I leave you, come from among them. Be ye separated. Let everything that you do throughout this week be done in decency and in order. Make sure that your conscience don't have to be stifled so that you can fit in. Make sure that you don't have to tell lie and steal and commit crimes and sin your soul just to fit into a group that you don't belong to. Just come from among them. Join me and come from among them. Be a part of the separated group, right? Right, guys? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your Suzette, big up you, you know. Big up you, I love you. I love you too. I love you differently. Big up your Suzette. Thank you for being here and being a part of the live and encouraging me. Maybe I would have done long time, but because I keep putting things into the chat, it makes me go on and on and on. But I'm going to end the live. It's already 22 minutes and I don't like when the lives are too long, because when they are too long, persons don't sit down and they miss the message. And let me tell you, don't look on me. I'm just the messenger saying something to you. Look at the words. Take the words, hide it in your heart, so that you sin not against yourself and against God. So that you don't lie to yourself and lie to God. The worst thing you can do is to lie to yourself. Because when you're trying to fit into somewhere that you don't believe, you're lying to yourself. Because you know you are not that type of person. You know you are not that type of, you wouldn't do that normally, but you are doing it to fit in. Have yourself a blessed Sunday. Love you guys. Love you. Love you. Love you.